Hi, my name is Zizaran. I'm gonna record myself leveling a character that I talked about in another clip. Made like a quick intro on how I was gonna build the character and what items to use. Here's the video. I'm gonna have no storm requests on during this stream. It's gonna treat it like a normal stream. And alerts are still on and stuff, but figured people might want to see like a full leveling run. So hi YouTube! If you're watching on YouTube, consider getting Twitch. It's great. Right, we're gonna start. It's like really unusual for me not to level with like hype music. I always like level with a lot of hype music. Also, something that feels really bad not to have is the always like, what do you call it?
That's what this place smells like.
Always attack when on right click thing. This thing. Always attack without moving. That's what it's called. I have that clicked on like every ability. Also, something like newer players like never do is they have like this, which is terrible. Never do that, because then when you accidentally click something, you're just randomly gonna stop and attack stuff. So do move only. The reason that having move only on T is good is that if I was using mouse button 1 now, then it would throw the gem on the ground. Whereas if I'm holding T down, I can actually hold something on my cursor. So you can do gear management while you have an item out, which is really nice. Imbibe caffeine. The gloves especially makes me like one hit everything. I'm saying like save my regrets on the leveling too. I think I am missing Arcane Surge. I am pretty sure.
I'm impressed by how much this place wants me.
Yeah, I get the next waypoint and then just grab an Arcane Surge real quick. What's a Holly filter? That's my maid. We're gonna make an item filter for Path of Exile with her voicing it, because everybody's obsessed with her. What build? I'm leveling in Server Storms. I'll just pause it. There. Yeah, I forgot something. Holly! She's nice. No, she. With the 7 gift subs. Thank you so much, Noshi. Thank you so much, dude. Why specifically 7? But thank you so much. Appreciate that a lot, dude. Oh! It was 7 off. No, she wants the filter. Nice. Alright. Next time she's here, I will get it done. Oh god, I hate Metamorph. While leveling. Just stalks you. Dot dot dot. Yeah, okay. Now I have to have a new sub goal. So something that's nice, putting a portal down here to prevent backtracking. So if you went straight for the skill point quest now, you would have to backtrack more. But if you put a TP down there now, you're actually saving time. We'll see why in a second. Can I get over storms? Remember to put always attack without moving. I'm gonna get Frostblink. That can go to my main links for now as well. Yeah, because I'll basically I'll be getting the waypoint here or in climb or in lower prison. Doesn't really matter where. It's the same amount of backtracking at this point.
With every death, I live a little bit more.
That's true. I love having Fleetfoot anointed, but it's like a prismatic, which I don't want to. So yeah, going here and then back. Why don't you use Frostbomb for Act 1? Because with this much damage, Orb of Storm is one-hitting just fine. And there is no reason to use it. And it is very, very delayed damage. Orb of Storms is instant. Also just realized I don't have an arc gem, but I'm pretty sure I get that anyway. That's the shadow. Okay, that's in-game because there's nothing on my OBS. Always like check out essences for remnants as well. Yeah, organs are a bit screwed right now. Good that the game is never lagging. Yeah. We wish. There we go. You can just log out as well to save portals. So you can get a macro at !macro in my Twitch channel. Good touch essences, how they are free Alex early. Yeah, I mean, if you're, that's more of a league start scenario. This is more of a, I already have stuff scenario. But yeah, in a league start scenario, definitely,
Farewell. Farewell.
Alex are
Sage,
huge
farewell.
for essences. So one of the big things, like I'm going slightly slower now because I'm trying to show people and talk at the same time. But one of the things that's like really big when you start getting into speedrunning and stuff like that is particularly like minimizing your time in town. Like Havoc, for example, when he was practicing, he was setting up spreadsheets with exactly like how much time he wastes going to town in different spots. I have to cast Orb Storms a bit more often than you'd like now. So yeah, I'm actually going to try leveling with crit, which I haven't done before, so it might be miserable, but... no specific reason for me to really do that either. It's not like I'm going crit endgame, I'm going ED, so it's going to be a big respec no matter what. But yeah, we'll try it, just for science. I have like 80 regrets anyway. So many regrets, that's the stuff when you're not respecting entire characters. That is an interesting amount of lag. Okay, we'll level the crit strikes for lever.
Compared to this. Sure don't make them like they used to.
We'll put Frostblink and Arcane Surge there. Add a cold in with it. Level up another in crit strikes. There, we'll just keep those leveling. That is crazy hard lag though. It's a dead end. Now normally in a race, once I have the waypoint and I see that it's a dead end. Actually I didn't have the waypoint. But if I had the waypoint, then you can log out to save like running back then. And then you would also pick up the added lightning that you normally don't have at that point because you don't go back to town until after Brutus. So having a filter set up with scaling base items. Yeah, so having like, oh my god, what is happening? There's like no packet loss on my connection. I might just try switching switching servers. Having filters that are specific to your character for leveling is like huge for speedrunning. I don't bother doing that most of the time. I've done it for a few races, but yeah, most of the time I don't. Not while leveling characters normally. Definitely worth it for like actual racing though. Music here is really creepy.
Hey, Zizaran, I was wondering if the Herald of Agony guide you put on YouTube is still accurate.
It's mostly still fine, but there's definitely some changes if I was going to run it again this late. Not 100% sure on what, but like obviously anointments weren't in the game then. So for example, like the bottom endurance charge, you could potentially anoint that instead of going pathing down there and then freeing yourself a lot of skill points. As one example.
Your crime is trespass. Your sentence is death.
Low on mana.
Okay, actually let's switch gateway to like Milan, I guess. Milan's like pretty laggy for me though. All the other ones are like even more unstable for me for some reason. What does anoint mean? I'd suggest I have a full video on Blight, which explains that entire mechanic, like all of Blight League, which I would suggest watching if you don't know what anointing is. But it's basically you're using oils from Blight to put a notable skill point on your amulet, which is really, really nice. Ah. Thought I put that on there. There. Really should have bothered getting like more low level fast. Being able to read layouts and stuff as well can help a lot on how fast you level. Yeah, definitely want to get an arc for early. Lagging on server as well, Texas as well, getting mad lagging in Australia. Okay. It'll go away if you keep mapping. The Awakener? Yeah, I'll go away if you... Oh, if you keep mapping like that? No, I don't think so. It didn't for me at least. Gonna have like... I might struggle with slight damage around like level 20 to 25 if I'm going crit. They can't go crit until then, I think. And I definitely need 27. Easter on Assassin, then you can ascend crit stuff too. But we are going Trickster. So what I like doing here is I put a portal outside the lair. Not 100% sure what this layout is. I'm pretty sure it's down here though. But I feel like I'm wrong now. Be far right. Don't think there's anything there. Just this looked kind of dead-endy, but it wasn't. Do you have passive quests while leveling? Depends a little bit. If I'm like trying really hard for a good time, then no, I generally don't. But at the moment, since we're just chilling, then yeah. Servers are having a ball now, huh? With fair essences? Well, with fair essences, it's a... Wait, what are fair essences on wands? I usually always use fair essences on rings and amulets to get minion speed. I would never use that on a weapon. I can't remember what it even does. Bound fossils is what you want to do for a good chance. For a good chance of +1 minion. It gives minion damage. I would not waste that on a weapon. I would use that on jewelry. I would always use bounds because bounds give a higher chance that you're gonna get the minion damage. The +1 level, I mean. Yeah, it's a low roll, true. Definitely would not. Storm's Gift? Yeah, sounds fun. Sounds useful. Let me get the +1 skill point. How are you liking how to pick up organs? I love it. Okay, now I can pick up Arc, which I don't get. Do I get to buy it? Okay, sweet. I probably should have... you know what? That's fine. Sweet. Let's do it. Blind on hit works for spells too? Yep. You can blind with spells. I'm gonna put explosive trap there. And if you do need like the extra alks or essences, make sure you pick up like essences while you're leveling. Dude, the neon stuff feels like super weird at low levels. It's on for so short. When making this build, you go level it up, then use regrets. Yeah, so for this, it shouldn't be too many regrets. I'm actually going to go straight to Energy Shield as well. So that's why I want to level all the way to level 70, at least 1, maybe 72 in Blood Aqueduct. Because I want to just start taking the Energy Shield nodes then too. Then I can make like really, really good use out of the free, quote-unquote, regrets I get from just leveling a character, like, you know, the ones from actual quests, as opposed to actually using orbs. This has to be a dead end. I want to keep the diamond shrine from Avail. There we go. They have like so much new immunity now. Wow, that's through the immunity.
Low on mana.
I am low on mana. Is this a play with me? No. This is just, I figured I was leveling a new character anyway, so I figured I would... Somebody said that the last time I'd done a video like this was a Marauder's Thunder. And I was like, you know what? This is actually a good idea to do a video on. Affinity. Thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. Wait, is that a greater? Not small. 3 hours stack 10. Was that a Pathfinder? Or did I? I'm gonna try to grab a better mana flask because it's... Ideally you do want to prepare stuff like this ahead of time and just being lazy. So this is actually pretty slow, but I guess it's including skill points. Normally as well, when you're leveling on day 1, you want to drop a town portal outside the den when you find it. So you can TP back to that at Crossroads, and then you get your Quicksilver from the second quest. Then you have 2 Quicksilvers. Is Armageddon Run any good? Yeah, it's decent. I haven't done it in a while. I had a really cool staff character with Armageddon Run. It took out like Elder and stuff on a super budget. Something that's nice about playing slightly more janky builds is, for comparison, when I was playing like a meta build sometimes, it can end up being like 3 to 5x for like decent jewels. And like jewels is like where like it's so much power for your builds, and that's what like a lot of new players struggle with, is that they don't bother investing into jewels or just simply can't afford them. But it's also partly a lot of people don't know what to get on jewels. However, for like my staff build that I was doing Uber Elder with, I managed to get my like crazy, like fully like perfect roll jewels for like 3 to 5 chaos each. And that was just because there was so many of them for sale, and nobody really placed that build. So that can be really nice about not going and chasing the meta. So I tried to do that a couple of times to league. It's really nice. Whereas if you're playing, you know, like Winter Orb in Winter Orb League, that's expensive.
Clearing the weeds so that the crops may grow.
I guess I'll just get next to all the crit nodes and then pick them when I'm about to go crit. You die. Thoughts on Incinerate? I haven't played it after the change, I think. I will migrate out of SSF the 13th of January. I still want to do the Delver race. I can't win the prize, but I still want to be first. It'll be fun at least. I love stuff like that. There's $4,000 to whoever gets the deepest delve by 13th of January. Why can't you win the prize? Because I'm the one putting up the price. Sort of. Somebody who liked all the community events I do approached me and said they want to give me $30,000 and I can keep it or do whatever I want with it. So I am putting it all into prize money for the that's where the money is for this thing. Okay, here we go. Ooh, almost logged out too early. Is deepest delve hardcore only? Hardcore SSF only, yeah. Oh, the entire event is. What's your motivation to not do a race? Well, that's what they were like, you know, you can use it on events or keep it yourself. And I figured, yeah, I would use it all on events. I generally have used like quite a lot of my own money on that too. Quinn69 with the host. How are you doing, good sir? I was watching you earlier. I'm proud of you this thing, dude. You are doing so fucking well. I was actually really sad of one of your deaths. You actually looked visibly upset. How you doing, dude? I hope you're still alive. Stop lying, Ziz? No, genuinely. He's playing meta builds? I fucking love it, dude. Genuinely fucking love it. Hey, I want one more. Actually, we'll put them here. All Quinn builds are meta builds? Is this an out-of-date April's full stroke? Hey, sorry now. Thanks so much for the raid, dude. Appreciate it. Dead tomorrow. I hope he survives. It's been good watching. See, the new like damage immunity phase at start is hectic.
Did the earth move
So you've
for
only
you,
died
baby?
3 times this league, right?
Probably. You hit the ground quite hard.
Yeah, thanks so much for the raid. Quinn takes the meta build and turns it into DPS. I mean, for everyone bullying Quinn, most of the people probably have more deaths than Quinn, in all fairness. So, wouldn't be talking too hot shit. He's playing Conquerors SF and hasn't played the game very long and is actually doing pretty decent. Much as I like to bully him, and I will not stop, because it is really fucking fun. But, it's actually doing pretty good. Somebody linked me, they had 800 plus deaths. Lol, Texas. Oh, I didn't want to click anything. Oh, for those of you who don't know how to apply something without closing the skill tree, hold control down. Oh, wow, Buttery. Oh yeah, that was Buttery. Buttery has over 800 deaths. Oh, wow, Drew. Which shall we switch to double weapon, for example, Axiom? I'd be switching that when I go crit at like 38, I think. I think I do have to switch it. Main reason I also wanted to switch was I didn't think I had any like decent weapon that I could craft a prefix on. I actually do, but I'm still gonna try crit anyway. How do you port out holding an item? So Americans can't do that unless you have a really shitty PC. It's easier the further away you are from the servers. So if you're European, it's very, very easy to port out. You basically click your portal and then click the item, because most Europeans will have longer loading screens. And then you can log out with an item on your cursor. You just hit your logout macro while it's on. Oh yeah, Nichols, good point. I should have.
Travel far.
But yeah, so the way that works is like whenever you're connecting to a server, everybody connects through the Texas server. Like that's where the loading server for every instance is. Which doesn't affect most people, but in a race it will. Like basically Gucci would have won a lot more races if he lived in America, for example. Because he has like a 0.3 or 0.4 second loading screen, whereas some of the American racers have like a 0.05. So that adds up to like 5 or 10 minutes in a longer race. So it is, yeah, a big advantage. Doesn't matter normally, but in races it is pretty big.
Now that's what you get for bringing a stick to a
A pan and potato left out. So I don't know if New Zealand has their own loading server either. I think it's just America. Maybe the Aerotora server does have its own load instance. That wouldn't surprise me, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. Because then Q2 would be closer to it anyway. Or maybe level up another character. What is this going to be? So I'm leveling up another Essence Drain character. I realized that I actually have all the gear for Essence Drain on a CI character. like enough to do like an okay low damage version. So it's just such a nice character. I'm really enjoying it. I have a level 21 Essence Drain as well. So yeah, I just figured out I would go for it again. It's just so solid on a low budget. No, I didn't die. I mean, I died on the last ED character.
This shadow is starting to feel a little inadequate.
I agree. How do you get 21? You need to level a gem to level 20 and then vol it. Obviously, you can't quality it afterwards. So, you need to quality it before. Mine is not qualityed. That sucks, but you know, better than nothing. That's why you should always be leveling. I don't know if everyone watching is doing this currently, but you should always be leveling 6 gems in your offhand, because they still get XP too. So once I get to like Blood Aqueduct or something where I'm actually gonna like care about my XP, then I will put, for example, 6 Essence Drains in my offhand. I think it's like 1 in 8 or something, 1 in 10 maybe. Oh, that makes better. Nice battery. Yeah, I actually got a... Wait, Quaden, are you still here? I just got a 6-link lightning coil. Which I'm pretty happy about, actually. No problem, True Knight. How are you? Is that... Aren't you actually trying to get that? Yeah, rub it in? Yeah, I figured. That's why I would try to rub it in. But it's actually really, really big for me, and I hadn't really thought about it because on the summoner character, one of the things I'm thinking about doing is, and like I hadn't decided if I was gonna do it on the summoner yet or if I was gonna make a Juggernaut, because I have one of the timeless jewels, the Doriani one, which can give me a keystone called Zibakwa, and what that does is 50% of 50% of elemental damage taken as chaos, but you also get up to 90% max chaos res. So you're virtually immune with the Saphos. You're virtually immune to chaos damage. Sibakwa. And then the problem with it, if I did that on a Necromancer, is that I would have low fist mitigation. But I have a incursion helmet, which is like 10% of fist damage taken as cold damage, and I have a yeah. Actually, let's take that early. And I also have a lightning coil. And then if I do 4 minimum endurance charges, so I can do 1 on the skill tree, 1 on amulet, 2 on rings, then I get 20% fist mitigation there, and I get 5% fist mitigation from Soul of Steel, then I'm looking at like 67% fist mitigation without armor permanently. I gotta get a decent way to become shock immune, which is probably I need to be lucky and drop the Elder Belt, which is the easiest, like lowest, or sorry, highest drop chance. So decent chance for that. So that is currently what I'm thinking about doing, and that should be decent against like everything this league. The only thing that can kill that is degens would do a lot of damage, like the Awakener degen. And Metamorphs, because they're not balanced in any way, shape, or form. Carnage, thank you for the 2 months, dude. Metamorphs are pretty peppy laugh. Righteous Fire not good anymore? Yeah, it's decent. But I don't really want to be in melee range of things, to be honest. See, I don't really want to pop control down. We're gonna do explosive trap with control and melee focus. Usually spawn slightly below, sometimes. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, some of them staying close to them actually is a lot safer. That's why in a lot of my videos, well, a lot of my rip videos, you can see that I start very close to them, put my Valmolten Shell and bone armor and stuff like that, and gouge to get damage, and then move out later. At the moment, it's just Orbistorms. We're just leveling as that. I could grab faster casting, feels good there. Ooh, that could have been real bad. I did not read that. Oh, I don't know why I said it. Never mind. Thought it was something else. Thought it was the unique ring. Does ED have higher damage potential than Soul Rend? I haven't actually checked just for straight up damage. I really like ED for the clear speed with contagion and stuff. I haven't actually ever compared just straight up damage. Gouge, not gouge. Question mark. I'm leveling crit strikes as well at the moment. Gauge? Gauge? I gauge how far it goes? Gouge? Gauge? Oh yeah. Plus this is purely leveling this thing? Nah, I mean I've done a lot of in-game stuff too. Been farming a lot of the Conquerors at like the highest level. Just play a lot this thing. To be fair, leveling only takes me like 3 or 4 hours. It's not too bad. Not too bad when you go zoom zoom. Ah, that's bottom left. Never should bother getting unleashed. Question mark? Oh, here. You ever try to league with default slash starter traps? Yes. It's not fun. We did that. A bunch of streamers did that as a challenge. We all tried getting or making a new account and doing like SSF before SSF was actually in the game. And it was definitely not the most enjoyable thing I've ever done. Oh, nice Conqueror. That's awesome. Hey, Blacksteel, what's up?
Stay out of the shed.
Talakoda, why are you still
Activity. Let's level both added codes.
See you.
I think I said need one later. Need to how much Atlas combination I need for Nemesis. No, but that wasn't too much. I think that's less than 90. Maybe 90 or 80. I think. Definitely not a crazy amount. Nice, but still. Oregon pickup's gonna be on. Yeah, I can't believe that. I honestly feel so bad. For those of you who don't know, this entire time, like we've been really happy about our auto pickup. Console hasn't had that in the game until now. They are getting it in 50 minutes. So that's an experience. Can you imagine? Like, I am shook that they didn't like at least automatically have it like that from start on console. Like, it sounds like it would be a hellish nightmare just to do that at all on console. That does not sound fun. Let's see, where am I going to put the lightning spire? I guess I can put it there and not use screens. You've never played on console, have you? No. Imagine challenge mode with no stash? Yeah. I mean, you can actually do that on private leagues. You think you should be able to skip campaign and go direct to mapping? No, I don't. The only thing that I've ever suggested and been in favor of is if you kill Kitava in Act 10 on a build, or maybe like some other milestone, like maybe you get to yellow maps or something, maybe every waypoint could be unlocked for future characters. I wouldn't be like super opposed to that. Yeah, let me. Is it for Flame Dash? No, it doesn't do anything on Flame Dash anymore. Because every Flame Dash is instant now as long as you're not spamming it. I don't actually have a use for it. I would have been able to put it on Arc, but I don't have a socket for it. I have to put Arc in the bottom. Which I could do. Yeah, I should. Probably not gonna need to use Arc that much. I'm tempted. Did you craft your gloves? How you did it? That's the good leveling gloves. Metallic and frigid fossil. And a low level glove that you buy from the vendor. Just imagine when when the league starts, you need to go through the campaign once, then every character you make is around the same level. That sounds garbage and boring. Then it sounds like the next step, like, oh dude, imagine you only need to gear up the first character in the league, and then every character after that has full gear. Oh man, imagine you only need to level your gems once, and then every character has 21 gems. Dude, imagine you only have to play the game once, and after that you just watch a movie of somebody else playing the game. It's like, where does it end, man? Like, we have Diablo 3 already. We don't need more. Like, that's already a good thing. And, like, that is actually not a bad thing to have. Because, like, if I was going to show, like, my parents or something an ARPG, I wouldn't be showing them Path of Exile. That's, like, way too complicated for somebody playing games for the first time. Whereas like Diablo 3 is like really nice in like the same way of like, I mean, apparently has a really good story too. I haven't played the expansion. But what's that really nice about it, in the same way as Heroes of the Storm, is that it's a really nice introduction for people that aren't like familiar with playing video games. Which is really good. Aren't you tired of going past the same act so much? If I got bored of things that fast, I wouldn't be playing a game made by a company called Grinding Gear Games. Wait, what have I done in life? Where have I? How did it all go so wrong? Oh, I have it already. No, wait, that's the ribbon spool. I'm so confused. You say that a lot, do you mean it? Or are you just making fun of Diablo 3? No, I genuinely believe it. Static, thank you for gifting. Do I look bothered? And with the sub, and Tasmane, thank you for the 8 months. No, like I genuinely feel like games like that are useful to have. Like both Heroes of the Storm and Diablo 3 are really, really good introductory games. Like for example, I have like friends that they wanted to get into ARPGs and they tried Path of Exile and they hated it. But like they really, really like Diablo. Because it's a lot less complicated. And then they can maybe later get into Path of Exile. And same with like if I was gonna show somebody a MOBA, right? I wouldn't introduce them to Dota 2 if they're not familiar with games. That sounds like hell. Whereas Heroes of the Storm, you don't have to worry about items, you don't have to worry about denying, and then they can maybe move over to another MOBA later. So having those games, well, it's not like I don't like them. I don't like those games, but they're still good to have. Now, I do plan to play Diablo 3 at some point. Whenever the next season is, maybe. Because I've never played the expansion. And everyone was saying that I should at least play through the expansion. Even if the resets aren't particularly good.
Someone's got too much time on their hands.
So I think I'll do that. Is Empire's Arcadia dead or still going? Still going. Doing an episode soon. I hear your dog can play. Story isn't even good, but it's well made, high production value. Yeah. Where are you from? I'm from Norway. That's a lot of flavor to the end game. Yeah, I mean, my favorite thing about Blizzard games is the cinematics. Like, they're sort of insane. Seasons for pure dedicated play. I mean, I'll be doing both. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go hard on it. Oh, nice. That was a nice skip.
You may go. Believe me.
Cause like Quinn was rank 1, right? In Diablo 3. I hated your voice first when I started watching your streams like a year ago. Now I love it. Nice. Like if Quinn can do it.
I'm inside the
51,
Blackguard
59,
stronghold,
60.
like a fox in a hen house.
Rude. We're rude to the people we like.
You are not the only one who wields death as a weapon.
Wait, really? This is officially the Quinn Bully stream now? I don't know, I'm always like a bit mean with everyone I like and I'm friends with. Someone leveled to max in Diablo in 30 minutes this week? No. 30? Please don't say that's true. That doesn't sound fantastic. But yeah, no, I still feel like Diablo is a good game. Just that obviously the major problem for most people is that it doesn't really get any more content updates, right? Like every new season, every time I've seen it's like, hey, more treasure goblins! And stuff like that. Or like, oh, the new set got an extra 0 added to the damage. Oh, yeah, so... Maybe use the loop. I might just keep the Onslaught gem in, I'm lazy. When did I go crit? Here, we'll just keep it all on us. Okay. That's true, computer headache. Core base game was fine without the expansion. The expansion killed the game with their stupid... Yeah, let's hear the players, all the items in the first 24 hours. Yeah, so like that's like my main problem with it. I don't know. Actually, it must have been something else because I quit before then.
I was once off my tits for 3 days after taking bad leave.
I quit. Ooh.
Felt just
I
like
quit
Christmas.
Diablo around when the real money auction house was removed, actually. Yeah, Max Kieran was an endgame in 5 hours this day in Diablo. That's crazy. Yeah, like, I don't know. So like, it depends a little bit on what kind of player you are as well, but at least something like for me, the harder something is to do and like the more time it takes me to achieve it, or the more unlikely that it is that it happens in the first place, the more I'm going to appreciate something. So for example, when I got like that, like I got a Doriani and a Lethal Pride from the same timeless. Oh, nice ginger guts. From the same timeless, then I was like, wow, I was so happy, right? Like that's insane. That's like very like never gonna happen again. Let's see, what do I need? Where's Lightning Spire? Lightning Spire. Oh, and I didn't get more controlled. We'll fix it later.
It's been a grand experiment, Shadow. Time we saw the results.
Oh wait, where is my explosive drop right now? Oh, that's why. That is why. I think. I think we get bored of Diablo because it's too easy. Maybe. But I still want to do it because like the story is pretty great. There, that will be fine actually. Master casting doesn't really do anything, so I don't want to put that in.
Goodbye.
So let's see. I feel like once I get, if I get all the crit nodes now, wait, do I need anything else? No. Once I get all the crit nodes now, should be fine. I was checking what I corrupted Headhunter off Dauntless cards this weekend. Oh, nice. You're doing the D3 giveaway. I'm not sure. We might do that today. Maybe after a level. See when Vero gets back because he has all the overlay screens as well. Oh, I like him. Yeah, I don't know the story in the expansion at all, but the original D3 story was decent. I liked it. When will the Holly filter go into effect? Next time she's over and I'm not streaming, I will... Oh, I thought I could go there. I will ask her to record some stuff. Oh, I'm bad. Original story was blasphemy. I guess I'm not too bothered with stuff like that. I really, really hope that someday we'll get a Diablo movie. I know you're streaming on Christmas. Are you doing anything special during the stream? I usually just do my normal stream on Christmas. The number one special thing I'm doing is will be the final giveaway will be on the 25th, which is no big deal. Just a i9 2080 graphics card desktop by MSI. No big deal. So that's pretty badass. But they've been they went like all ham this year, which is pretty cool. No big deal. Yeah, so and you don't even have to be a follower to win. Like you don't have to follow, don't have to sub. Doesn't give you any advantage. All you have to do is be here. Alright, good night, Alice. Are you here, Madiki, at the moment? What about the people that can't be here for the PC giveaway? Then they are out of luck, I'm afraid. Hey, I'm awesome. You get it? But yeah, no, so normally for a lot of companies and stuff, Gleam giveaways is the way most companies want to do things because they get a lot of, it's a lot easier metrics for a company to see. Whereas, I reached out to like every company that I've ever worked with and was like, hey, I'm doing like this like Christmas thing. I want to try to make people's Christmas a little extra special. And a lot of companies, actually every company I reached out to said yes, but then MSI was like, yeah, we love this idea, so they're putting up a PC, which is pretty badass. Pretty badass, and that's global shipping.
I've dealt with far darker shadows than you, Exile.
Yeah, Lumi. I mean, they deserve it. Pretty cool. Oh! Is there a set hour? No, it depends a little bit on how my schedule is. Oh, that's a lot of running back. This was supposed to be like a speedier run than this. I'm about to switch over to crit as well, so normally I would have a bit more damage. That was like the scary part of not having instant life flasks. Because on an instant life flask there, it would have been completely fine. That's why I recommend, I mean, normally I recommend getting one around level 24 to 30. And I am one level away. Just gonna remake this zone and then I'm 30 by then. Yeah, this is hardcore. I wouldn't have logged out. That was crazy. You just gotta keep mapping and then Sirius will appear eventually. I think somebody said Sirius is only 20 watchstones now. Not sure if that's bugged or intended. The desktop is gonna be on the 25th. I'll announce it all on my Twitter. Generally, my Twitter is the best place to keep on top for all updates and stuff. I was thinking Man vs. Stream we could maybe do on New Year's. I kind of want to be live for all of New Year's. I want to go live around the first, like New Zealand's New Year, and then end at Hawaii or whatever's the last one. But we could do Man vs. Stream for that. Do you have a time frame? No, not yet. Maybe around like 8 p.m. my time or something. Wait, I'll make a new one. 36 hours? Wait, what? It can't be more than 24. There's not more time zones than 24. Anyone got a clip of what?
I'd question what I've become.
If I felt the need.
I don't.
They're 31, but we only acknowledge they're 24. Oh. Hold on that breath. Daylight savings? Oh yeah. Alright,
I've dealt with far darker shadows than you, Exile.
submit!
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile?
Low on mana.
Should be decent once I go crit. Just any level now. I guess I can just go crit now, to be honest. Could just do that. Oh, another. Huh. I don't really need explosive drop anymore. I feel like initial immunity they have now.
It's funny.
Oh. Right, let's start going crit. Best starter builds this late? ED or Summoner?
All
Are
this
like
water,
insane.
not a single working boat in
What am I gonna
sight.
get rid of? I don't really want to get rid of.
Walking and killing
We can
for
get rid of Pearl if we don't need that anymore. Dance Gaming with the host. Thank you so much, good sir. Hope you had an amazing stream. Dance game. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that a lot. Also, can I... Is the Dan D emote ever coming back? The one where they're holding a flower? I really missed that emote a lot. It was like my favorite emote. Unless it's back at the moment. I don't think so. I really miss that emote. Clap my hands. Don't ask him to pronounce Noogi's name. Why? Let's see. I will... There. Let's go that. Now he'll never come back, but I love that emote. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that a lot.
Look at that.
Thanks for all you're doing this Christmas season.
Thank you, Big. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the 8 months. I bet Dan found another mirror. It wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. Let's see. Let's throw... I mean, I don't really need it anymore. So now we're going to try ditching my +1 lightnings. I'm not sure is the best idea, but we're going to try it. Just leveling with axioms. How many mirrors have you found? I've found 3. I found 2 before being a streamer, and then 1 after. Sorry, 1 before, 2 after. Let's see. What do I need now? Control lightning. Actually, that's fine. 1 before, 2 after. You doubled your RNG by becoming a streamer? Yeah. Okay, now we should be critting. 25. Oh. Yeah. 25 hours. Yes, we'll probably be live for all of New Year's for everyone. What's your total playtime for Path of Exile? It's around between 90 or somewhere between 18 and 20,000 hours right now. I haven't done a calculation. So quite a lot of hours. We played a decent amount now. Most of it is on stream too. That's why it's like easy for me to keep track of it. I had like somewhere between 4 or 6,000 hours, or 3 or 6,000 hours before starting streaming.
Look at that.
So yeah.
Swallowed by the darkness, and I seem to be causing it a little.
3 or 6? Well, I have it in an email from GGG. I just can't remember what it said. When you play a game for 19 to 20,000 hours, you start losing a little bit of track. I prefer Bisco. Setting's not bad. It's just you have to invest other items into it. Is it really less than 2 weeks on a Monster Hunter World? Can I continue off where I left off on my last save game? Oh yeah, for 100% sure. So I can use my dual blades? Oh my god, yeah, I'm playing that for sure. For sure. Yes, we'll be playing. I love that game.
It's always comforting to witness an
It's a
honest,
trap.
permanent death.
Oop. Which game? Thingy. Almost called Souls. Monster Hunter. Is your hardcore stuff shared with other? Yes, but not. Yeah. Even on Souls offline, it's shared. There's no character fan. Only in private leagues. Best way to target farm uniques on SSF. Normally, well, there's a few things you can target farm. Oh, Kintsugi is actually pretty target farmable. So that comes from the from Prophecy. So like obviously a lot of the things like Metamorph can give you itemized prophecies, and it can also give you silver coins. So that's definitely worth like clicking on. And then you also have that like they can like be drawn from Blight and stuff. So it's from the, I think it's called something Exile. The last one there. Can't wait for shapeshift abilities in 2.0. Same. I'm like so happy that we finally have shapeshifting. what I really hope for as well is some sort of different summons. Now that we have shapeshifting, like, I don't know. It's like, it's only undead summons. Like, I really love, like, wolves and stuff. Like, yeah. Different summons would be cool. Nuclear, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Okay, golems too, but... You know, more Arcali is fine. Okay, that's not a spell. But yes, you're right. We can summon spiders, I guess. Druid Summoner, yeah. Like, I really like that about Last Epoch. Like, the Druid Summoner in Last Epoch is really cool. Think they already confirmed pets? Yeah, they sort of did. Like, it's a bit different, though. It's a bit different. It's not like... I don't know. The Summoner for the Ranger tree seems like a bit different, at least. Wonka. The cats? Yeah, I almost forgot about them, honestly. We have wolf summons. The wolf summons in the game right now are not good in any way, shape, or form, and they don't really count. They're spectral wolves that do nothing. They are, like, they're cosmetics, basically. Yes, oh my god, toucans? That'd be amazing. A big bear tank to replace golems and such? Yeah. Yeah, like an actual, like, tanky pet would be really cool. Have you ever tried Last Epoch then? Summon Roa? Well, that we can do through specters. That's something that dies every second, yeah. Javelin throwing, yeah. I mean, we're getting spares, I think was confirmed, right? I think one of my favorite things in Diablo was the what's it called? Matriarch Javelin or something? I don't know, but it was like I would throw it into one cow pack and it would just like split out. What build are you doing? This is gonna be another ED character. Titan's Revenge, that's it. What are you doing, Asianary? Wish we could put weeb music in our hideout. You can actually, almost. If you go to your hideout, like the music player thing, you can, I think it's the Conqueror for the Crusader. The Crusader sound is basically pretty weeby. Wait, I don't need to click that. Where's the Sparker? I didn't like it. I didn't like the Sparker. I might respect that to Stormbrand. But Inquisitor is like a bit of a pipe dream to keep alive, I think. Pipe dream to keep alive. But nice, that's awesome, dude. When do you think they'll put in the skill gem change? I don't think the skill gem change, like they did say a lot of things would be in earlier. I don't think the skill gem change is going to be in earlier. I think that's literally the main thing of PoE 2. I'm also not a big fan. I don't like it at all. I really like Six Things. I feel like it's like the most iconic thing of Path of Exile. I feel like I have a very unpopular opinion here. They said it was 4.0, yeah. So I really like Six Things, dude. Or consider Divine Art? Yeah, hard to get survival too though, and you have to stand still. Yeah, like they could end up being amazing. So it definitely could. I haven't tried it, so. Well, I have tried it actually. I have tried it. I did play PoE 2. Isn't it a rule that if an update's gonna be good, it's just to dislike it first? That is actually true. Nearly everything that has been good, I've like disliked the idea of.
Some just need a little nudge to get them started.
I just want to throw an enchant on a high level glove and try to get the crit one. Nope. That's not bad though. Remember when you didn't like the idea of Breach? I do remember that. I feel like they're going to have to limit it, going from 24 to 26 gem slots. to 54 to 66. It's insane.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to remind everyone that the iconic and epic Christmas movie Hogfather is on Amazon Prime, at least in the US and Germany.
Nice. You love a passive tree that's really different? So, I don't know like how much things are going to change like that. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, but I would love a second passive tree. I think that, I mean, can't imagine like the balancing, but I would love a second balance tree. Or I mean, second skill tree. I was really happy because like every time somebody asked me like what my prediction was for PoE 2, I was like double the ascendancies, and that's exactly what we got. That was pretty cool. A new passive tree in every node. Ooh. I would love to never have to run labs again. See, I actually kind of don't mind that. I mean, I like lab myself. I wouldn't mind them making lab not mandatory to run, and however making a more rewarding and harder lab. Like, I really like when there's something in the game like that is like just really, really challenging. So like say there was like, say lab was only like really rewarding, right? There was no need for ascendancy or anything, but the lab traps like almost one shot you or something. Like just really, really difficult. But then the rewards were insane. Similar to Delve in a way, that would be so cool. And then like, if you don't like traps and stuff, just don't go. And I think that would be a really cool race to watch as well. Like a lab with really rippy traps, but no movement skill. You just gotta be really good at dodging. It's like bullet hell, but PoE. That'd be fantastic. How did the explosive arrow they started to turn out? A lot weaker than anyone expected. Vaush, one of my mods at the moment, is leveling explosive arrow using the guide, and he said it was pretty easy, but he also knows what to do. So he's doing it at the moment, and then we're gonna try to make an update with like, hey, this is something you might be doing wrong and why you could be feeling bad kind of thing. Dude, I'm losing my mind with the Atlas now. I was doing fine. I have 20 watch zones. Now none of my maps work in influenced areas. Yeah, apparently a lot of people are struggling with that. So wait, is Norse back to regular streaming now? Because he was gone for ages. Norse is awesome. Do you think a thank you Chieftain Incinerate will be currentable? Honestly, haven't tried Incinerate since the rework, so I have no clue. He streamed 3 times since they start. Oh, happy house. Would you say yours or Gassie's Cold Snap Vortex is a better way to go? Do you think anyone is going to recommend something other than their own? You're better off asking other people. You're better off asking other people who they feel like makes better guides or easier to follow guides. Because everyone is always going to say, yes, mine is better. Do you think the Einar skit was a little awkward? It definitely like dragged on a bit, but I really liked it. I talked to him afterwards as well, and like, he was really, really cool. It probably looked worse online than it did in person. Huh, that's weird. Somebody banned Power Weasel. That's strange. That's weird. Awkward. See, I have. Let's do that.
Another hit for my belt.
Power Weasel's terrible. He always makes fun of me for dying to bees in Grim Dawn. Dude, the bees in Grim Dawn are not to be messed with. What happened? He got out of line. He got out of line. This is what happens. Right, let's see. I'm gonna ditch Explosive Trap. I'm also gonna put that there. Innervate, Ice Bite. I don't really need Ice Bite, actually, at all. We're not gonna use it just to get more mana. Was there anything else that I wanted, like mana flask or anything? And we're not using silver. That's fine. Lovely. Current state of Righteous Fire. The problem with RF right now is that you would have to be in melee range of all the new bosses and stuff. So I feel like something like a Herald of Agony would just straight up be better, because it gives you so much more time to like keep moving while you're dealing damage. Whereas right now, standing in melee range of a lot of the new bosses is sort of suicide. Just realized I didn't have to drop EA. I guess it's fine. I have a lot of damage. Unless you do RF totems. Yeah, but then you've lost anyway. Well, it's not too bad, I guess. I mean, that could just be RNG too, though. Unless you've used like 200. Like, it could go to the same two maps and alternate for so long. Yes. Also remember that 3-to-1 now is by region, Emalavi. 3-to-1 is by region now. And it's by base map. Not tier map, I think. I'm not surprised if Horizons are buggy, to be honest.
Sing one for me too, Mervale?
Wait, so I can put Ice Bite on my arc. Alright, that'll do. Need to turn both my heralds on. Trick to getting Abyssal Depths? Nope. There's not. Horizons are fucked? Yeah. There's nothing bad with always open map for masters as long as I have the mission. Nope. Just remember, like, every time you do a Zana daily, it resets the maps that she sells you.
An amazing.
Were you leveling again? Did your Necro die? No, I wanted another ED character. I love playing it so much. I'm really, really enjoying it for this thing. I was so comfortable playing ED for the bosses as well. And, especially for everything that's not Awakener. Like, Awakener is maybe a little bit more sketch, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I want it. Tips to increase ED Contagion build single target damage. It's pretty hard to get really, really nice damage on it. I didn't have a good weapon, but I'm actually at like +1 chaos on my shield, which is insane. I'm probably never going to get that again. But yeah, that helped a lot. Obviously getting a 2120 ED, not great over headache. It's not terrible, but yeah. You can get a +1 chaos amulet as well. What else? So the biggest damage increase is trying to get enough aura reduction, either via an amulet or something else, or a helmet enchant. Or an enlightened level 4, which I was trying to get. I was trying to get at least level 3. You can also get like 5% reduced restoration on a helmet by using dance fossils or loathings. This is obviously a lot easier for life builds than ES builds, because in ES builds you need to have a high roll on top of the restoration. Oh wow, Ginger. Are you sure you're not searching for Socketed instead of All Spell? Because there are different mods on PoE trade. But yeah, anyway, if you're able to fit, like, you know, your Malevolence and then Skitter Belt and a Spider Aura, then you're starting at like really, really high damage for an ED build. I would say as well that remember that most builds are gonna feel fairly low damage this game once you start getting to actual endgame. Because, for example, Shaper has 4 times more life now. So everything now... Ooh! Everything now has so tank. Hold on. But yeah, everything is so tanky now. So it's very easy for anything to just feel bad. Wait, why am I using connectivity? I don't need it at all. So it's very, very easy for a lot of people to be like, hey, my build sucks, help. And I look at their build and they have great damage. It's just The bosses are tanky now. Like Shaper has 4 times more, Urbrelder. Need an endgame gear guide with, yeah. I did talk about a lot of that stuff in the last update.
I'm working with piety.
Status Guard versus Cardinal.
That
Status
sounds
Guard's
even
like the best,
stranger when I
for sure.
say it out loud.
Valor is not that great because you get so much ES from the evasion, plus you get evasion then. What's your damage to have in POB? It depends what build it is. Like for example, on Essence Drain, a lot of your damage is from Blight as well.
You're the greatest form.
I never created. Hello, me. The guy asking for help with his poison BV build had 5 or 6 million poison DPS. Yeah. So just remember that even if you feel like your build is trash and you feel like you're doing something wrong, do consider that maybe the bosses just take a long time now. Like I had like a 10 or 12 minute fight against Thrax. I think that's a problem in every game. I don't really see so the question was, what can GGD realistically do to fix melee an option instead of increasing its range? I don't necessarily feel like there's very many good ways of doing it without like it being like super artificial. The reason for that is, what would you rather have, a knife or a machine gun? So generally like ranged is always gonna be better. Right, that's the reason for the invention of the bow. Do you want to kill people from over there or right next to them? So it's just like a knife isn't going to be balanced against a weapon that is of range. What's the size of the knife? Okay, look, that was an analogy. Awesome, thank you, my heaven. Perfect. How are you leveling so quick? I'm making a guide on that now as we speak actually, but a lot of it is just like the oops. A lot of it is like the items I have, which are very, very easy. There's no like expensive items. These are like very easy to get, like 1 alchemy each and stuff. And I just made a video, just went live on YouTube right now, detailing what the items were and stuff. So that's on YouTube right now. It just went live 30 seconds ago. And thank you, my heaven. You can do this too. A lot of it is also just knowing where to go, what to do, layouts. Best way to get Tabula, Act 9 Blood Aqueduct. They've nerfed it. Probably takes like maybe up towards 7 or 8 hours to farm it now. Used to be a lot faster. They do drop fairly regularly in endgame content too, so they're nice for leveling up new characters. Dude, I need to remove conductivity because I... Ow. Oh, I can use my Enduring Flask now. Oh, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I have Blade been doing something else, right? Yeah. The chain soon too. But a ton of fights are set up to favor having arranged. Yeah, a wee bit. A wee bit. That's, I don't know, it's hard to beat it. I think I have an Onslaught jewel somewhere. We're gonna try that actually. And then I replace that with chain. I replace my Onslaught with chain.
I don't think I need to be doing that.
Wait, where's conductivity? Go away. Oh, I can do lightning golem. Oh,
Go where you are needed. Act with care.
I will. Oh. Really want to watch more Witcher. It was actually pretty good. Yeah, Newstorm. That ship sailed a long time ago. True. How many episodes is there in Witcher? When is the first race? There's no more races scheduled. officially at the moment. 8. Oh, okay, cool. And they're all like 45 minutes an hour? Or? Yeah, he'll come down eventually when you stand under him for a bit. It's not a bug. It's a feature. 1 hour long each. Cool. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So, in my opinion, I don't feel like ranged should be able to realistically obtain Fortify in any way. I feel like Fortify... I don't know why, but like the design of Fortify, I feel like that was always intended to be something that like melee would have as a melee only thing. I feel like that feels to me like the design of Fortify. I feel like being able to get Fortify with shield charge is insane, and at least like using the Vigilant Jewel and Vigilant Strike, that makes sense. I still think like that's too OP too. In my opinion, something like Fortify, which is a great way to make melee a lot stronger and give them an actual advantage over spells. Something I would want for Fortify would be a buff that you gain a number, like a sort of a bar, if you will, that fills up the more damage and more stuff you're actually using a melee skill. So if I have like Fortify on my Cyclone and I'm actively hitting something, then it's like, okay, your Fortify is at full power. Whereas if you're shield charging into something with a spell build and you're doing 30 damage per shield charge, you're not getting any Fortify buff because your Fortify buff is at like 2%. Yeah, I want to kill Awakener. I'm probably going to use the Summoner. Also, thanks so much Anti-Shatter for the 5 months. So that would be my favorite thing. Like I also don't necessarily care that much about like ranged dumpstering melee, but if you were gonna change melee, that would be one of my favorite ways to fix it. Rage mechanic on Fortified, yeah, basically. Basically, yeah. That would be like my... Boop. Would you a Guardian or Necromancer for Summoner? I am a Necromancer at the moment, and I'm trying to figure out how to get as tanky as possible. I need a bunch of gear, but I think I have a pretty great way now to become really, really tanky, where there's only a few things left in the game that can kill me, that I can think of off the top of my head at least. Like Metamorphs for sure. Metamorphs are insane and made of pure death. And the Awakener degen. I think that's the only thing that can kill me. Might be a bit annoying at Uber Elder actually, because the degens there, I'm gonna have to actually manage them. Oh, nice. Good Blight enchants for ED damage would just be Blight. Like the biggest enchant for ED is the Malevolence reduced restoration. Yes, I'm going straight to ES. I actually didn't think I had enough. I think the only thing I need is a glove. I think that's the only thing I'm missing for like decent CI gear. So I'm probably just gonna chaos spam a glove. I have 86 sorcery gloves. I don't have any 86 titanium shields, but I have my old shield that I was using. Like I just upgraded my gear a lot, so I have a lot of that. I also have a pretty cool amulet, which is like it's open prefix, 46%. Sorry, 46% energy shield, open prefix, and craft energy shield, and then it also has up to 30% reduced discipline restoration. So if I can get a little bit more stuff, then I can what do you call it? I can actually, maybe if I anoint a restoration thing, I might be able to fit Skitterbots. I could fit I could definitely fit the spider aura, but I don't have that yet. I really do want it. I don't know it, Hayito. I haven't seen it. I have a lot of beginner guides on my YouTube, which is like All my guides are super made for beginners, where they do like step by step, showing like what a lot of people do in build guides is they will put up a build guide with a skill tree and be like, here's your skill tree, and then you have to try to piece together what points to take first. Whereas in all my guides, I tell you like exactly like these you take at this level, then you take these, stuff like that. Flight enchant to increase ED's damage, not auras. I mean, there's duration, I guess. Yeah. There's a jewel, I think it's called it converts your dex nodes to strength node. I can't remember what it's called right now. But that's one good way to fix it. Other than that, just get like strength on amulets and rings if you want to use the magnet eclipses. Magnet eclipses is like a tank option though. So if you're on software, you don't necessarily need to go for that. Oh, I have chain now. Nice pizza. Can you trade for portal scrolls? So the best way to get portal scrolls is you can buy them off the vendor for 3 wisdom scrolls. So a lot of people pick up a bunch of transmutes, armor scraps, and blacksmith whetstones just to vendor those, to get more of those. Hey Durrell, thank you dude. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. What is he actually says there? I always hear something like, I am the Huff. Yeah, Jess. I am the Storm? Oh. That makes sense. So he's not Huff? Damn it. Very intimidating some. I'm a boring ass man, but yeah. Whoop.
What in damnation have you done?
I don't know. What have I done? Everybody. Why leveling Trickster if you're gonna kill a Awakener with a Summoner? So I feel like whenever I'm playing my Summoner at the moment, so one of the things I really want, well, I guess, yeah, I don't really have a great answer to that. I guess it's mostly for Legion killing, because I'm doing a lot of Chaos Recipe at the moment to get currency to do lots of Legion. There's a couple of different items I want from it, as well as more Timeless Jewels. Now, I don't want to I don't mind on the ones that are like opening naturally in maps, but I don't want to pay on my Summoner to open Legions, because it feels horrible doing the Legions right now. Ooh, oh, I don't know how I'm not alive, how I'm not dead. But yeah, it feels really, really bad doing the Legions on a Summoner. So yeah, I really want ED. I also really, really enjoy playing it. It's just a very enjoyable character. Hello, Lemmy. That sounds really high, Cobra. Animate weapon, 200 mace. Wait, your house? Nah, I would never do it. If I ever play animate weapon again, and I might do it in SSF. It'll be with the chest. I actually have a full Legion explanation on my YouTube that we recently made. We're trying to make as many like See, Path of Exile is getting more and more complicated with the fact that like things keep getting added to the core game with no real explanation of it. So we've started up like making an explanation for each league. Next one to get explained is going to be Betrayal, because I think that confuses a lot of players. But currently we have at least like a Blight and Legion and a couple others. And especially like how to... Oh, and Bestiary. But yeah, we... And especially like how to make money off the league. Like Bestiary is one of the best things. There was a patch tonight. Well, there's a patch just now, or?
Freedom. You deserve recognition for what you've done.
Thanks.
Remember.
Do I have a spreading rot? Just now. Okay, cool. I don't have a spreading rot. I was gonna vault it.
Now, where was I?
You were giving me skill points. Oh, you probably weren't.
Farewell.
Bye. Let's restart for the patch then. Kinda wanna try a one build this thing. I don't know if I will. We'll see. It always ends up being a lot of like different builds I wanna do. Are you doing Clackers?
Hello. For freedom.
For freedom. Pretty hungry. We'll get to Blood Aqueduct first. Okay,
Ooh, look at that.
43 months pog.
Sweet Tire is good for bees? No, not really. Bad sand, I think, for the 43 months, dude. When you switch to going for deepest delve, do you plan to do a different build? Yeah. I'll have a specific build for that. How do you decide if you need to reroll or just keep pushing? It's mostly about if you're having fun and if it's useful enough to do what you're doing or what you need it to do. So obviously, like, will take some experience. And depends a lot if you're hardcore. If you're hardcore, you have a lot less options and choice. Why so loud now? Oh, maybe I'm closer to the mic. I would anoint Prodigal Perfection. It morphed into Kitava? How does Kitava look without or with legs? Kitava can walk? It's a miracle. I didn't even stream when that happened. I wasn't even a streamer yet. It's crazy how long Twitch has been a thing. I always wonder I always wonder what it would have been like if I started earlier. Like if it would have been a good thing or a bad thing. So if you think about it, maybe I started at the perfect time. Maybe I would have quit if I started earlier. Like I was actually kind of unlucky because my first month of streaming, I accidentally had a setting on set, which is I don't think it even exists anymore, but it was hide from directory. It was the setting made that you could stream to your friends without other people finding your stream. So only people, like I had like between like 5 and 10 viewers, like my mom and some like real life friends. Other than that, like nobody was coming into my stream, and I was like, man, I'm really bad at this. And I was still doing like 24-hour streams and stuff. And then we noticed at some point that I wasn't showing up on the PoE ladders. Like, I just wasn't there. And then I eventually got a reply from support, and they were like, yeah, you got this setting turned on, dude. And then, yeah, as soon as I started streaming while people could watch me, I got partnered in 5 weeks. So it turned out I wasn't that bad at it. Wasn't that bad. What was the first thing you... so I started technically streaming in Tempest. But nobody could find my stream in Tempest. But first time I actually streamed was the 1 month hardcore. Yeah, Parweasel. Thanks, Gila. Hey, Ty, I'm good, dude. How are you? "24-hour solo streams?" Yeah, I was solo self on Twitch. My mom was here and a couple of friends. What is this build? This is just Orb of Storms. This is something I like doing for leveling. I'll spec to something more powerful later. By the way. That's weird. We're watching you all the time, PC child. Nice. Yeah, you are pretty old school.
Low on mana.
Oh. Yeah, ice will drop now. Nice. So I've made a like small. This isn't really a build. This is more like a leveling thing that I have just made an update on for YouTube. So while it's not really a build, I still made like a quick video on it, if that's something you're interested in seeing. Maybe that helps some of you. I have a full Atlas guide on my YouTube as well, Starly. Yes, Dargan, I will. I forgot that your name was PC Child. Yeah. That was a long time ago. Did I play with Prip back then? No, that was still like way before my time. Way before my time, I'm afraid. Also, the reason for if someone's like, why is he portaling out? It refreshes the cooldowns on your trap. So it's really nice for boss fights. Who do you watch the most on Twitch? Ammunition probably. Ammunition or Devin Nash? Lol, Leafly.
The flame of hope may flicker, but it cannot be extinguished.
Do you play Rainbow Six? No. Not really. See, I need a wee bit of resist. I can just grab the fire res now. Nice coding. Would you watch most for PoE streamers? Steel or Noogie? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, I don't get a lot of time to watch different streamers. It depends who's on when I'm going to bed. Like, just depends a lot. Like, especially since I don't go to bed like the same time. But like, I like tune in, but yeah, I don't get a lot of time to watch other people. Normally I'm like live and then I go to bed. So I like fall asleep to streams so whoever's on basically. Like, just depends. Like, sometimes Lyric, Waffle, Shorty. I like Shorty actually. A lot of different streamers. Can you, like, you can't even see my following list anymore. I don't know why they removed that.
Farewell.
You also do it. It's a nice way to fall asleep. Yeah. Dan, Cole. What else? I watch a lot of people. I mean, I tune into a lot of the PoE streamers. And, oh, Sikisha. Love Sikisha. Sikisha's amazing. Nice, Milky. No, this is Trickster. Nice. A lot of different people. Moon? I haven't watched a lot of Moon, but I was on a podcast with him and he seems like a really interesting dude. No, I didn't rev it. What's EFT? Also say like Rise is one of my favorite PoE streamers. Update the sub goal? I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do as a sub goal. Give me a second.
Low on mana.
Farm money or actually not happening. The sub goal, not like I hate myself. Yeah, I'll update it real quick before I can come up with another idea.
The soil wants for your blood no more.
There. I couldn't come up with anything creative yet. We'll come up with something at some point. Dye your hair? Ah, good one. Sub goal for the next sub goal? Oh my god, I actually should have done that. Only 41 subs away from more money? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, the main thing about all sub goals and everything is mostly there as a way of supporting the streamer. I cannot think of a good one right now. I'll give it some thought. Sub goal for normal hair? Don't tempt me. Where's the marketing play? Well, it's more like giving something extra back for the support. Pizza Pie, thank you for gifting a sub to Flanny. Thanks so much. Full stream with the Kermit voice.
Speaking of the Kermit voice, I just finished making a filter where all the sounds is using this voice.
And by popular request, whenever an exalted orb or something really valuable drops, the sound goes,
"Oh no, Miss Piggy, not down there!"
I also finished making a golem filter. And the exalted orb of that filter is, of course, no. Precious. I think I did it better in the recording. Where do I get said filter? It is being uploaded to the next update of NeverSync. And it was pretty funny because he first told me we can't upload these because of copyright. And I was like, but it's me recording them. And he was like, oh! So, you know, I think I did a decent job. Oh, nice, Soul Suffer. That's awesome, dude. So, I'm pretty happy with that. RF Berserker? That's never been a thing. RF Berserker? You're probably thinking RF Juggernaut. But generally in this patch you want to stay far away from all the monsters. Things do a lot of damage. Spiritual A plus farther. Oh no, I haven't, but that sounds awesome. What build is this? Orb of Storms. It's just a leveling build. It's not really a real build.
I shall not suffer this humiliation again.
Caroline, you should be good. Your face seems like Allison Hannigan. Nice. This one time at Bandcamp. That is the coolest move in the game. Go on. Continue the joke. I really want to make some time to watch Spinner Saints over Christmas. Like my favorite movie. Do you think I do Vortex Calls now, but with a trickster? Yes. For sure. Rumies? Dunes map. To farm Rumies.
Farewell. Farewell.
Let's see. Now, since I'm on hardcore, I'm actually going to skip
Stay sharp.
the Aberath dude because I don't have a lot of life. What about additional handicaps for man versus stream for the sub goal? Yeah, so we're redesigning the entire man versus stream and making it a lot better. Pizza Power is a like web app developer. I actually don't know his actual title, but he can code shit. So we're making like a better version of man versus stream for the next time. So that should be really hype. That is really cool. We might, I don't know if I'll have it ready in time, but I would love to do one around New Year's. Like a man versus stream for New Year's would be cool. Guess I'll just die then. Have fun, Matiki. As big as it? What's that? Nice. Yeah, that'd be sick. Software engineer. OP. A terrible memory. Wonder how many people are going to be watching this on YouTube that don't like have Twitch accounts. I've never made one. If so, they should come by my Twitch and be like, giraffe. Giraffes was the code word. I made a Twitch account just to say hi. 3 people? No, I mean, so there's actually quite a lot of people watching Twitch without having Twitch accounts. I only realized this like a year or so after starting Twitch because one guy messaged me in game and he was like, "Hey Ziz, I'm quitting the league. Wondered if you wanted like a Shavs at 6-8." And I was like, "No, dude, that's all good. But like, what's your Twitch name?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't actually have a Twitch account. I just watch your stream without one." And I was like, "Meh." But then he made a Twitch account the day after, which is pretty cool. Well, a lot of people watch. Probably lots of people watching right now without actually having a Twitch account. Yeah, during.
The Brand King. His time has almost come.
Hello, who knows? Best way. What's the video I'd say for the bestiary stuff? There's so many things you can get from bestiary. Like bestiary can give you straight up 6-ing. Like one of the beasts is just 6-ing cardinal armor, for example. Wookiee Sniper, thank you for the Twitch Prime, man. I love Wookiees. That was really cool. The last time I was at Disneyland, actually. So we saw Chewbacca. It's like me and my fiance were at Disneyland, and what do you call it? We saw Chewbacca, and he looked like he was in a hurry, so we didn't want to bother him. And like a lot of people tried to get a picture and stuff, and he was just walking past everyone. But then I just did like, and he stopped and took a quick photo with us. I was like, yeah. Everybody else looked like super unhappy because like, yeah. Yeah, but it's a while ago. I think you have to just Google or YouTube Zizaran bestiary. The chosen one. How long ago did that happen? I proposed to her in New Zealand. So it was basically I'd planned it for a while, and I knew she was gonna say yes, so that was like super chill. But I was trying to figure out like where to do it. I really wanted to stream it because like Twitch is a big part of my life and like basically family, and I wasn't able to because the signal was so bad. But we did like record it and then show all of it on Twitch later. But we did one helicopter trip with Noshi. And then while we were there, she saw that there was loads of fishing equipment there. And she was like, why do you guys have fishing equipment? They're like, oh, we also offer like helicopter tours. And they were like, if you're interested, let us know. And then I was like, okay, that sounds really cool. And then I was like, hey, Twitch, would you guys want to like sponsor like this trip? And then blah blah blah. And they were like, yeah, that sounds like a really cool idea. Sounds like good content. And then they were like, if it's not possible to stream it, just make sure you can record it so you can like restream it later on Twitch. And I was like, yeah, okay, sweet, awesome. So Twitch like paid for that trip, the helicopter thing. And then yeah, that's where I chose to propose. Streamer perks? Yeah, Twitch is like really, really cool. I think it's so weird when so many streamers are just shitting on Twitch all the time. I like fucking love Twitch. That's such a cool skip. Right, so if you walk in the corner where you saw me walk there, Whalem spawns before you have to go down. Before the boat goes down. What does level scaling work? Could it be a good dimension? Need you level 46 down of 57?
Did you know about
yeah,
Twitch
sure.
Prime? If you link your Twitch account to
I'll explain that in a sec.
Get one free sub a month that you can use to support your favorite streamer.
No!
Imagine not being subbed to Zizaran in 2019.
No. Okay, so never ever want to advertise. And thank you so much, JJ. I appreciate the 13 months. You never want to advertise that people should subscribe to their favorite streamer. They're probably offline right now or sleeping. You do, however, mention that I'm here right now. Right here. Their favorite streamer is probably sleeping. I'm probably not their favorite streamer. There's so many good ones on Twitch. But at least I'm here. I might not be the best. I might not be the brightest. But by God damn, I am here a lot. Thank you, Sarah, for the Twitch Prime. Lollyfield. Honesty is the best policy, dude. Honesty, like, really takes you far in life. That's why our current sub goal is more money for Sis.
A man like you would never disappoint a lady in need.
Oh wait, I haven't been rest capped.
A sumptuous feast for His Majesty on his wedding day. Really, we are both so touched by your generosity.
Nice. First time sitting around here, you're actually such a chill dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, I was going to explain level scaling. Thanks for reminding me. So the way level scaling works, it's a little bit complicated. So base level scaling, as in when you're level... Well, when you're below level 16, the way it works... Oh, shit. The way it works is that it's plus and minus 3 levels of your current level. That means that if you're a level 4, you will get full XP from a level 1 monster or a level 7 monster. However, this changes at level 16. Then it's plus 1. So every 16 levels you get, you gain 1 more to this. So if you're level 32, it's going to be you get full XP from level 27 or from 37. Like 5 plus minus. Yes, Miss Cleaner. Ciceron and Emmet still. Thanks for the subs. Appreciate that a lot. And then what I'm doing right now, for those of you watching, is I'm portaling out in every like swooshy face. Because I mean I only have 1.4k life. So there's no reason for me to like stay in here. I'm just holding my grace period. A lot of slams, boy. And it also refreshes my traps. Nice mechanic description. Okay, the water face. I don't know what to call it, dude. I don't think people are watching me because I'm eloquent. The Moses face. I like that one. In hardcore, what do you recommend to play with a guardian support? A mana guardian? Like a guardian with a sorry, a mana guardian with then like low life RF is like insane because it scales damage from ES. That should still be good even though you have to send in like nothing can really kill that. I watched you to support the blind. Nice. Definitely calling it the Moses face from now on. Yeah. Except Awakener degen? Yeah, but you still have so much effective HP, they should be okay. Proudest achievements. Building a stream. Graduating. Beating 2 mid in Han. Server first Ragnaros. World first Shaper with blue. I think what else? Yeah, there are other things too. Did you say Han? Yeah. But have you ever swallowed a whole hot dog? I have not. Is that like, should that be on my to-do list? Did you play Han? Well, I couldn't beat Shu mid if I didn't play Han. And Shu was like my idol as well. So I like spurged out for like 2 weeks. Or like 2 years actually. Next donation goal? What? Being able to make the Golden voice? Golden voice? Han, Heroes Near Earth. It was the best MOBA ever made. It was better than League of Legends, better than Dota 2, better than anything else. And then the great developers decided, hey, we have a perfectly good MOBA. Let's mess it up and shoot it in a bucket. It was the perfect MOBA, dude. It was so good, and then they ruined it all. It had perfect turn rate, great balancing until they decided to screw it up hard. Winter Orb. Winter Orb was the most satisfying build, and thanks for the tour. It was insanely imbalanced, and we all know it. And that depends. It had like 6 months of golden year. The golden year. Golden half year? Golden 6 months? I don't know what you want to call it. It had like a period where it was perfect balancing. Hello, Lemmy.
Look at that.
You respect Cells passive? Cells, that's just for like giving. Well, I don't think I have any. Wait, did I have it? I can't remember. It's for giving you ES regen. I think I have it on my last character, but I can't remember now. It's fully auto herald, still a good build for low maps, yeah. What server did you kill Rag on? Deathwing. We were Deathwing first, Ragnaros. Before server transfer, obviously. Then I switched to Tel Nivar when that opened up. End of Han open beta, yeah. Fnatic MSI, yeah. We play a bit with like some of the people from KDE, like Magix and Honey. I was really sad though, because Honey didn't remember me. I was like, do you not remember PC Child? He was like, no. I was like, oh, okay. I actually had like a super feels bad moment last year. So there was a girl in class I had a massive crush on, and we talked loads. I even lent her a book. I lent her Stardust by Marvin Gaye, and I had like a massive crush on her. And she messaged me like a year ago and asked why I was on her Facebook because she couldn't remember me. And I was like, oh my god, my heart. I cannot take it. I was like the worst feels bad I've had in a few years. She went for the kill. That was definitely an ouch. It do be like that sometimes. Are hooves still good for auto? Yeah, hooves is good for leveling. Yeah, experiment. Yeah, that's not a good feeling. For sure. No! No! Don't be low mana. Die! Oh. Lockstep and the other feature. So, it's basically TCP or UDP packages. So on Lockstep, you're using TCP, or I don't know if it actually uses UDP on predictive, but basically it's the best way of explaining it. Because on Lockstep, you're telling the server where your character is, and the server will confirm it. Like right now, my character is here, and the server confirms, yes, you are in fact here. That's why it's a lot more laggy. However, on predictive, you're telling the server, yes, my character is here. However, the server is not waiting to confirm that. So if you're desyncing or lagging slightly, you might end up like, say now, I could end up being here, running against the wall and being stuck. And then I'll like, boom, teleport back. Because it's not waiting to confirm that. That's why if you're playing on softcore, if you switch right now to predictive mode, you'll notice that the game is a lot smoother. A lot less laggy. However, you are going to experience desync. But lockstep is like mandatory for hardcore, basically. How do I switch? You have to log out to the menu, and then it's at the top of user interface, I think. Also, huge props for paying so much attention to chat, answering stuff. So many other streamers your size don't have such kindness. Well, I don't think it's just kindness either, but it's definitely an ability. I think it mostly comes from having played EVE Online. Or living EVE Online. It's not really a game. I lived EVE Online for like 5 years. And I was a fleet commander in EVE Online, and I would be multi-boxing. So I'd be playing like 2 or 3 different accounts, sometimes 4, while leading a fleet. So it helps a lot, like learning how to multitask better. Had a job in EVE Online? Yeah, basically. You were a goon? No, I killed goons every day, all day. I mean, I had one account in Goon Swarm. Mostly for, like, finding out all their intel channels, not for actually playing with them. Had one character in Bob, one in Goon Swarm, one in Morse's Mihi, another one in Mostly Harmless until they died. Didn't get into Racer. Racer had good security. Wait, why are my traps not going up? Are you gonna live Star Citizen? No. Were you NC Dot? No, I was the Spy Master, yeah. I was the leader of my own. So I started out in EVE University, which is basically a school for EVE players, which maybe there should be for PoE too. It's a school for EVE players, and then I joined Brutally Clever Empire. After that died, I became like an officer in Brutally Clever Empire, but then I made my own corporation called Shade, and it was basically like the elite, or a lot of the elite players from Brutally Clever Empire. So I think everyone in our corporation had at least 8 accounts or something, or at least 6 or 8 accounts each. And it was really, really fun. It was like all like really, really good players. A lot of Australians and a lot of military people. A couple of other people from their stream now, actually. It's pretty cool. And we would like, first we would play like the elite ships, like nano ships, we call them. And it would be like rapiers, crows, and we would all like use snake implants. We would all like have really, really expensive ships. And then we have videos of this too, which is on YouTube by Halsoy. And it's mostly us taking on like groups of like 5 or like between 5 and 20 of us, taking on fleets of like 20 to 50 and killing them. So we would have like really expensive ships. Now that got nerfed because people were unhappy with like how strong you could get things if you like invested into it. And once that got nerfed, we invested really heavily into like capital ships, and I started focusing on like making money. So first we bought me a Titan, then we bought a couple other people in the corporation a Titan, and soon at some point I think we had, this was like early before everybody had motherships too. At some point we had 3 or 4 Titans and 13 motherships, and then we joined an alliance called Cry Havoc, where Mistress Suffering was like the alliance leader, and then me, Nova, and a couple other people, we were like corporation leaders or like alliance leaders. And yeah, that was like a really, really fun time. One of the best gaming experiences of my life. I was in Cry Havoc. What was your name? I'm LT Jester. Or Mr. Bright, or Sir Gwillock. Van Damme. Sly Luke. I had too many accounts. It was great. But yeah, no, it was like one of the best like gaming experiences of my life. Hey, I remember I'm forsaken. Right, were you in Nova? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, you're in Total Mayhem. I don't know why I called it Nova. Yeah, I missed Nova. He was really cool. He would be a good streamer, I think. Nova and Headliner. What's your craziest Eve story? Got a lot. So I would never steal with my spice. I don't know why, but like I didn't like have a problem with spying or really betraying someone's trust like that. I just thought it was like shitty to earn someone's trust and then take their things. Oh, nice midnight. I never really liked that. However, I thought it was really cool to spy on somebody and infiltrate their intel channels, and then destroy their entire fleet, right? Like just straight up like beat them in combat. But obviously with the advanced, like you knew more, you had more intel. So one thing, like I was always a big fan of like the EVE Online trailers for their updates. And in one of the updates, there's like a quote where it's like, I can't remember which trailer it is. Somebody will be able to find it when I say. But the trailer goes, experts are calling this a sinusoidal field. And then in the movie, like they sino in all like, it's like a portal where big ships can come through. And they portal in all these like big ships. I infiltrated an alliance, and I was in their fleet in something called an interdictor. And then I dropped, I tackled one of their big ships, dropped an interdictor bubble, and played that clip on their ventrilo, and popped the Sino, I joined our fleet, and then popped a Sino, and we took out their entire fleet. We killed all of them. And we killed like 3 motherships, 30 carriers, something like that. And their ventrilo just exploded. Like, Sino! It's from our fleet! I have no idea what you're saying. I basically like betrayed them and destroyed all their stuff, and it was like $12,000 to $15,000 worth of damage if you like actually have to like real money trade for it. So it was like really fun. That was great. I love winning. The ultimate fleet betrayal, yeah, and like stuff like that's what EVE Online's all about. Like some of the battles in EVE Online has been like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage. Ruined people's game? No, they thought it was really cool afterwards. And we had stuff like that happen to ours too, not just like, not that bad. And Crimstar, thank you for the Twitch Prime, dude. Lol. How are you doing, son? Oh, lol, Jenna. But yeah, I never liked stealing things. When I quit EVE Online, I had 1.3 trillion-ish. I think I still have 200 or 400 billion in case I return someday. I haven't logged in a while. Because I gave away most of it. And I had a Sacrilege BPO and a Thema BPO. Like really, really expensive shit. Cut to Harry Dom. We should catch up soon, dude. For people that haven't played EVE, it sounds like shitty things to do. Right, but that's a big part of the game. Massive part of the game. Titans are only 50 bill these days? Oh wow, mine was like 110. More times, thank you for the 7 months, dude. Well, yeah, I get that it definitely sounds a bit fucked if you're not an EVE Online player, but it's a big part of the culture. It's like espionage and intel warfare. Like, it's a huge part of it. I don't know why, but I was always really against like stealing people's stuff. Because like, for example, this won't make much sense, but I had access to an Anathema BPO, which I think... How much do you guys think any EVE Online players here? How much do you think an Anathema BPO is worth in dollars? Like $20,000, $30,000?
Go with courage.
Unless they've nerfed T2 BPOs. If something bad happens to you in EVE, you did something wrong? Yeah. So I could have stolen that, and I didn't. No, that's not what I said of facing. I didn't play Tibia. Let's see. Oh, nice, Don. Did you pod kill? Yes. Why didn't you steal it? I don't know. I just always like felt not great. IntelliMouse is what I'm using. I think no. Zowie. Warpath, thank you for the 5 months, dude. Best EVE Online currencies tiers. Thank you, Warpath. Polaris set? What's Polaris set? I haven't played or logged into EVE or even thought about much EVE in a very long time. We got more stories as well. So I'm extremely, ridiculously patient as long as nobody else is there. As long as I'm not wasting anyone else's time. So if I'm leading a fleet or if I'm like running a stream or something, I'm not particularly patient because I don't want to waste other people's time. However, with my own time, I am stupidly patient. So for example, I would be running around in EVE Online with stealth ships. And I would be multi-boxing. So I would be playing 3 or 4 accounts at the same time. I remember one time I found somebody just farming in a map, basically. Farming in an area. He was ratting in a raven. And he went to a safe location in his solar system. And I was like, I've tried to kill this guy for a few days now. I'm just going to wait. So I waited in his system and started watching Lord of the Rings. And I got 4 or 5 hours into it. And I noticed that he had went back to farming. And as soon as he went back to farming, because I was just sitting there scanning like every 30 seconds. As soon as he went back to scanning, I warped, like flew to where he was and brought my other accounts in and killed him. And he was like, what the fuck? Did you just like AFK for 5 hours in my system just to kill me? And I was like, no, I was watching Lord of the Rings while waiting for you to go back to farming. So like, I don't know, I love EVE Online, dude. It was such a great game. Because he felt safe. He was like, there's no way this guy's waiting here just for me. And this wasn't me, but somebody else in our corporation. This has happened a few times in EVE. Somebody else, I think it was Drax. Which also was in total mayhem. He found out where a Titan pilot had logged out. And they had a rotation of people keeping track and being in the same area. And a Titan is worth like $3,000, maybe $4,000 with really good gear. And he was logged out for like 2 or 3 months. And when that guy logged in again, everybody logged in, and we like kept him tackled long enough that we could all go down there and kill him. So that like poor guy hadn't logged in for like 2 or 3 months, logged in and got instantly like tackled and killed. Did you ever run into pirates in EVE? We were pirates. We were Cry Havoc. We were like the pirates of Uli. Uli. I think it was called Uli, right? Yeah, Vireal, probably. But that's like, it's to be fair, like you gotta remember, like to play EVE Online, you have to opt into it. It's not like you're playing like a softcore game and some fucker comes and kills you. You kept no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me, the Titan thing. But yeah, the other guy, he kept they kept tabs on him for a long time. Pretty crazy. I was impressed. Great game though. Let's get things. Oh, nice players. Yeah, Prolix. It sounds like Lineage 2. Oh yeah, I played that a little bit. I didn't play it a lot, to be honest. I never really got into it. I think one of the first MMOs I played must have been Risk Your Life. It was really weird, and I never really fully got it. It was in Korean as well. Did you ever encounter Destiny and Eve? As in Destiny the streamer? No. I don't think so. Oh, and Face of Mankind. Face of Mankind was really cool. Face of Mankind, I think it's different. I think it still exists. It got different after a while, but when I played it, Face of Mankind had no NPCs. Everything was by players. So all the people giving quests and stuff was by players. What corp were you in? In where? Face of Mankind or? Oh, in Eve, Cry Havoc. Well, Shade, my own corp, and then Alliance was Cry Havoc. We play a lot with Pandemic Legion. You wanna play Conan again? Yeah, Conan was fun.
I loved it. Also my first MMO, haha.
Nice.
Loved the way animations got over the top, crazy at rank 4.
Yeah. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the chair. It was great. But yeah, Face of Mankind was like this crazy weird game where like the developers of the game and GMs and stuff, they would sort of mod players, like people that they felt were like good members of the community. They would mod them, and we would be able to make quests for other players, and take people on like quests and stuff. And there were like bad factions, like bandit factions. There were police, civilians, industrial stuff, and there were military. I think I was police, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if I was police or military. I was like 13 or 14 when I played this, I think. It was really, really cool. I didn't like get to play it too much, but I remember there was one guy, and oh, and there was an actual jail, and the jail was basically, if you were one of the outlaw people and you killed many players, you would like rack up like an actual jail time. Sounds like Fallout 76 except not shit. Yeah. Yeah, you would rack up actual jail time, and in jail you would have to either set up a macro or like actually mine for X amount of time. And it's pretty low, right? Like a long sentence would be like 30 minutes or 20 minutes of mining. There's one guy who finally got caught, and he had, I think it was like 4 months of actual jail time. So when he got caught, he was like, yeah, that's it. I'm deleting my character. Fuck this. Because there was no way out. I think they later added that you could like bribe your way out or something. But he was like, no, fuck this. Did you talk about Archage? I think Archage has something similar, right? Archage, I did play. Archage is like the only time I've been scammed by a developer. Woo! Hold on. So Archage, my friend was like, hey, play this game with me. It's really fun. And then I got into it, and I was like, okay, I have to buy like, I think it was like 15 or 20 bucks to like be able to own property in the game. And I was like, okay, that's not too bad. Let's do that. And then, oh shit, I should port out again. Let's do that. And then the button didn't work. Like, it just said like, please try again later. Please try again later. And I tried that like 3 or 4 times. And then I emailed support, and I'm like, hey, this isn't working. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, it breaks sometimes. Just keep spamming it. And then I'm like, well, what if like loads of transactions? Oh, fuck, dude, this is rough. What if loads of transactions close through at the same time? And they're like, Pepe laugh, that won't happen. He doesn't know. Definitely preferred leveling non-crit, I think. But yeah, they were like, yeah, that won't happen. And then I started spamming, and then suddenly like a couple $100 go out, and I'm like, hey. Also, I'm a really fucking super poor student at this time, so it's even worse. I'm like, so, that thing you said wouldn't happen, it happened. And they're like, okay, sweet. I'm like, okay, so can you like reimburse me and like take these off my account? And they're like, no, you shouldn't have spammed it so much. And I'm like, what? What? And that's, yeah, so they banned my account after I charged back them. I worked for Trine at that time and they were shady. Yeah, pretty shitty company. Why level new characters? I want an essence strength character. Okay, we'll go back to this later. I'm gonna drop a portal here. Was not happy with that. The new Archage is good though, right? It's not pay to win. Not by trial. For monoliths? Yeah, basically. Main reasons for monoliths. Are you racing right now? No, I'm just leveling up a character fast. And then the reason we're not listening to any music is because I'm going to upload it to YouTube later as well. Just so people have like a rough idea on some extra tips, how I level, some general tips. This is how you recommend leveling an ED character? I mean, if you have +1 chaos ones, then leveling as ED is completely fine. Got exploited to death the first week? Oh, really? Did you ever play Lineage? Very little. I played some Guild Wars 2. Didn't you say you have a Bestiary League catch-up? Yeah. I should have a Bestiary thing. Maybe try submission my Bestiary. Yeah, I tried some Guild Wars, and I hated it. You can't jump in the game. I don't listen to Yachi music, ever. Yeah, Dunny. That's more damage. You can Guild Wars too? Oh, cool. You can jump? What? You definitely could not jump in Guild Wars 1. Jump was like an emo and you stood still.
How could I have been so...
Yeah, I'm talking about Guild Wars 1. You zoomer. You said Guild Wars 2? Oh, shit. I meant Guild Wars 1. I've never played Guild Wars 2. I thought it just said Guild Wars. Hey, Chris Train, what's up? Literally has jumping puzzles. You said Guild Wars originally, and then you said you never played Guild Wars 2. Chat is Pepega. Oh, okay, good. I'm not losing it just yet. That's good. Oh yeah. Tier Corp sounds familiar. I don't know why, but Tier Corp sounds really familiar. Oops. Oh, incursion jewelry. I actually want to do that. Now, do I bother farming up here? I don't know that I do. Can't you take small big instead of small small? What do you mean? Here? No, I want to get blast radius. Whatever, okay. Get the evasion cluster where reflexes is at. Not really great. Not really great. Yeah, my favorite MMO of all time, which stomps any other MMO. Like, I loved WoW and it was a big part of my life. But yeah, Darkfall Online was the best game ever created. If they had like slightly more passionate developers that wouldn't have like let the game die, and they maybe made it a little bit like more beginner friendly, and maybe the community didn't shit on new players so hard. The mud? No, it's not a mud. It's all my earliest videos on YouTube is Darkfall Online. That's like before I started streaming. I even had a video with 3,600 views. I was very, very proud of that. No, they had an okay sized team. Oh, well done. What's her name? But Noobster definitely shit on. Yeah, so Darkfall Online was a hardcore PvP MMO. It also had no real safe zones. Like, the safe zones, like the safest zone was the same as low security zones in EVE Online. So people could go in and kill you, but they would start getting stopped by towers. Yeah, Don. Hey, Plisky, what's up, dude? Good to see you. And when you kill somebody else,
Consider using those samples before you journey onwards.
oh wait, I need to go back and kill things. So on incursion jewelry. Whenever you kill somebody else, you got to loot all their stuff. They didn't lose their character, but like, you know, you got all their stuff. So at some point, if you got good enough at PvP, you could, instead of farming monsters, you could go around farming farmers. So I would have like a rotation and a map I made of like, these are the most regular farm spots by players, and then I would just go around farming players. And it was great. It was a really, really fun game. But the problem, a lot of people's problem with the game was that if you were new, like a experienced player could come and an experienced player could just come and kill you in like starting zones. And for a lot of people, that's not like, oh wow. I don't know if I can kill him. I don't know if you just have the invuln thing or maybe it was fast. Move over my flasks, please. Or destroy them. I really want the incursion jewelry he has, or I wouldn't stop. Maybe if I can get him next to other monsters actually, so he's getting chained on. Next time he teleports, there we go. Really? He's moving out of my only single target. This is horrible. Two different versions now? Yeah, so I actually tried it. I tried the new version and it was pretty fun. It just doesn't have the population. Like Darkfall Online is the type of game that really like needs a solid... Ooh. It needs a lot of... Oh, that might be okay. It needs a lot of players. Because like, the game itself isn't that great. It's all about the other people playing. Damn. What I'm trying to get there is... I'll continue with leveling now. But what I'm trying to get is... incursion jewelry with either percentage life or percentage energy shield on it. There's PoE had a better PvP aspect? Yes. I love PvP in games. It's just PvP and PoE is pretty bad. They did not nail it. Yes, I do. Albion Online. Yeah, but Albion Online is like top down. Very, very different. PoE PvP? Yeah. So I mean, I quite like wait, I don't know what I was gonna say. I lost it. Oh, sorry, yeah, I quite like Battle Royale in PoE. Like, it was insane. It was so good. They really should bring that back. Darkfall Online first to really explore unique classes that no one's ever heard of. So Darkfall Online didn't actually have classes. Darkfall Online had, like, similar to Skyrim, that if you used the sword, you would be leveling a sword. If you were using fire spells, you would be leveling fire spells. Herald of Purity jokes for bossing. Really? They can't be more damage. I don't think they are. It should be like 1.5 million easy damage on Herald of Agony. What was Battle Royale in PoE? Literally, like, it started, or it was a 1st of April joke, and everyone's like, haha, that's a cool thing. But then, it wasn't just a 1st of April joke, it was a fully functional mode, where for a full day, or was it full 2 days, we could play Battle Royale, where you got put in an arena, and it was just a really, really fun mode. Like, you could kill other players. I don't know if anyone has any, like, highlight videos or anything like that. I don't think I saved any. But it was super fun. Maybe I should get Unleash. I guess my arc is, like, bad falling right now. I just did an Einar mission and it just said learn create fully 6th rare item. Yeah, so that's why I've been recommending people should do bestiary, because one of the Einar beasts, actually several of the Einar beasts, are just straight up you get a 6th.
I will see you again.
Oh, nice heals. Imagine speed leveling and killing other people. So that's actually a different mode. Speed leveling and killing other people is called Cutthroat. Cutthroat didn't end up being that much fun because normally it's like a few people like speedrunning and they'll stop PvPing. They won't like kill anyone else. They'll just level like normally. And then there's a bunch of people stuck at like level 10 killing each other or getting ganked. But Battle Royale is just like a big island and you kill each other. And you get XP from killing other players. And that was super fun. 3 rips so far or 4? I don't know. So the Battle Royale, like, they nailed it. I bring that up every time I talk to Chris or anyone at GGG. I'm like, Battle Royale, Endless Delve, hello? Can we have these things? Depends which one. There's 4 different ones. Miracle. Arc Mine and Cutthroat. Yeah, that was the problem with that Cutthroat. Everybody would just Arc Mine. So then when you saw another player, it was just like, and then you were dead. And I mean Endless Delve is like a mode that you could, like, you know, you don't have any more. You can't go to maps. You can't go to the storyline anymore. You just start in Delve. Endless Delve, let's go. Oh, hello, Kimmy. Sort of like an Endless Ledge, but a different mode. Nah, well, I guess it's not terrible. Hey, Growing of Joy, good to see you, man. What have you been up to? Did you stream back when PoE was new, back in 2012? No, I started streaming a lot more recent than that. I started around 4 years ago. So I started, like, when I started, there was, like, so much, like, competition and other, like, big streamers, like Mathel, Ziggy, Rice, Noogie. Like, it was already a very, very big streamer scene then. So I started, yeah, just 4 years ago. I did not play back then. I did play. I probably played since PoE, like without streaming. I played since like 2000. I don't know, since Nemesis, whenever that came out. But I didn't play that much back then. Oh, nice, Joey. Nocturnal, thank you for the 3 years, dude. Turn Breach? Yeah, that's a good league. Breach is a good league. Especially the Breachstone farming. Breachstone farming was so fun. Thank you, yeah, Nocturnal. In Breach, I basically offered like a leveling service for people where I would level people from level 70 to 80. What was it, in like an hour? It was like 1 or 2 hours from level 70 to level 83. Bubonic Trail? No, not worth it. You like the sub goal? Thank you. Let's see. How many league challenges are you missing? I haven't even looked at how many I've done, my friend. I have apparently done 16. I have not looked at them until now. So. I usually do that at the end, not this early. How much did you charge for power leveling? Nothing. I would basically take the loot that they would... so when you're in a party, you get more quantity basically. So I would let people join me and then it's sort of paying for itself. Because I get more loot by them being there. And I was strong enough to be able to carry that many people without slowing down. It's like battle runs in Diablo, yeah. Thank you, chat robe. Thank you for the Twitch Prime, dude. What skill are you, casual Twitch user? Like the number one thing that any spell user can buy. Remember that guy flipped shafts? Yeah, that's fun. The number one thing anyone can buy for a spell or some attacks like Elliot is a level 20 gem. Oh, Impale Cyclone. A good weapon then. What's that like frenzy axe? Wait, are you using axes? There's a really good frenzy axe. Sorry, rampage axe. This is really good and cheap. Until you can get a really beefy weapon. You're using swords. Are you dual wielding or two-hander? But yeah, that was a really good weapon. Said make this. Oh, you're dual wielding. Ah! Hard to get like, ooh. Hard to get good weapons for that. I don't know, Joey. If it was actually a two-handed cyclone, it's hard to beat Invictus for budget. It's like 1C. And really good. Well, really decent. Oh, honest. Ishimonjis? I wouldn't say that's worth. I don't know. It's okay. Jack the Ice, yeah, base swords. I don't know what else I'd recommend. Steel rings? I'll be your. They're selling for cheap though, yeah, but they're also low damage. I'm not sure. Unsmite. Yeah, Unsmite's not bad. Is there another thing too? Another weapon for swords. I remember now. They're crit and stuff. Close Now Vortex? Yeah, it's really good. I put out a guide for it. Really strong. I just don't like playing Vortex. Oh damn, Jason. I'm sorry, dude. Very, very different doing this and trying to save out a little bit on respects versus the Inquisitor Stormrun I was leveling. Is this PoE? Yep. That was I've been trying very hard to like save respect. I don't want to respect. Hey Vera. Where you been? You okay? Do you get anything from us using points? No. Just my mods get annoyed. Just Emperor? Sure. Not here at the moment. Oh. What is it about the mods? I don't know. Just makes your message pink. Right. Okay. Now we're in Blood Aqueduct. So you can continue going straight to Kitava now. I'm going to stay here till 72. So we'll end the YouTube recording video at this point because what I'm going to do is I'm going to just run Blood Aqueduct over and over. Not because I need humilities or anything, but because I want to start putting points into Energy Shield. And then I'm going to be getting to 72 so I can wear like the Restless Ward, Sorcerer Boots, all my ES gear. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. And my level 21 Essence Train. And then I'll respec. It shouldn't cost me too many to respec. I basically need to get rid of all the life nodes. Then I need to get rid of those crit nodes. And that's about it. So I actually don't even need to spend regrets, I think. Oh, nice. That's really good. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to come by, drop by my Twitch channel and Twitch TV/Zizaran. Thanks for watching. Try to die less than I do.